Coming in at number 18, up from 21, it's Australian band not Men at Work, the more radical band, Midnight Oil. That's the name of the band, with their song Beds Are Burning. The song, of course, while they were touring the Outback in 1986, playing remote Aboriginal communities and seeing firsthand the seriousness of the issues of the health and living standards, Peter Garrett, Jim Wongine, and Rob Hurst wrote Beds Are Burning to criticize how said populations were often removed from their lands, highlighted by the pre-chorus line, "It belongs to them, let's give it back." Considering such a local affair inspired a worldwide hit, Garrett commented, "Well, who would have thought an Aboriginal land rights song would travel that far?" There are specific references to certain Australian places and politics, such as Kitnor Ranges and the town Unemnu. Where is that at? Northern Territory of Australia. Got it. Alice, northwest of Alice Springs and Central Desert Region, local government area. It ranks as one of the larger remote communities in Central Australia and has a thriving community of Aboriginal artists. It is home to Pinturi Anjali Media, which produces the series Bush Mechanics. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Beale, of course, Holden Company. Now, Holden is an Australian outshoot of General Motors, if I'm not mistaken. Was an Australian subsidiary company. They no longer exist, by the way, according to this. It was a automobile company. I guess GM took over everything. It was an automotive manufacturer, importer, and exporter that sold cars under its own marquee in Australia. Basically, these cars were GM cars, and they got the parts from GM, and they built the cars there. That was the Holden. I think that's the gist of it. So right now, says here it went bankrupt and no longer was in business until 2021. I suspect COVID might have had something to do with that, but who the hell knows? Models of the Holden Commodore, the Holden Caprice, and the Holden Ute. However, also had badge engineered modeling under sharing arrangements with Nissan, Suzuki, Toyota, Isuzu, then GM subsidiaries Opel, Vauxhall, and Chevrolet. The vehicle lineup that include models from Chevrolet, GM Carrera, GM Thailand, and GM North America. Holden also distributed GM's German Opel marquee in Australia briefly between 2012 and 2013. We're giving you a little on auto, but we're supposed to be singing about a song that is like politically fiery. Yeah. Oh, and here I am doing that. There's also something called the It's Time slogan. The 1972, the Australian Labor Party under Gog Whitlam during the 1972 federal election. Boy, that's going to make Howard Stern. Anyway, campaigning on the perceived need to change after 23 years of liberative government, conservative government, the Labor put forward a raft of major policy proposals, accompanied by a television advertising campaign, a prominent celebrity singing a jingle entitled "It's Time." Maybe you can look that up on YouTube because I probably would have put it here if I had the time. So I'm going to stop here. I stop another couple songs and then make some more tapes. And maybe I'll show you that "It's Time" thing next time we do this. Who knows? Anyway, let me go over here. Fair Go, and of course, critics and Fair Go is I've sometimes scrutinized Australian culture, with aspects of being loosely criticized for being kish, lowbrow, or rooted in poor taste. I don't know. Crocodile Dundee seems a little bit highbrow to me. I don't know, at least compared to the American stuff. Anyway, okay, I think we're going to disparage a lot of Australians here, so we're going to stop with that. Anyway, here is the song from Midnight Oil. God, I think I better stop now before I lose my head. This is Beds Are Burning. Enjoy the song.